Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with part 1 of my brand new playthrough. We are playing through Fire Emblem Three Houses. So this will be my first Fire Emblem on the channel. It was also the first Fire Emblem I played, even not recording, just in general. This is the first one I played. And turns out I lucked out, because Three Houses is probably, so far, it seems like it's the best one of any modern Fire Emblem. It seems like it's the best one. Because so if you look back at my game history, it was like, I guess it was these. You'll notice a slew of Fire Emblems. It's because when I was on my hiatus, when my channel was just on pause while I was going to school, I brought my Switch with me, and so my Switch was the only option for gaming that I had, and so I started to get things for the Switch that were only on Switch for the most part, except for like Graveyard Keeper, because it was on sale for the fancy edition for like $1. So I went ahead and got it because I was in it almost nothing. Anyway, and so and of course, you know, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom is all on here. This was also on sale for almost nothing, so I went ahead and did it at the time. But anyway, and so I played Three Houses, and I think I had owned it for a while, but I hadn't played it, and so while I was on my hiatus, I played it, and really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. And so then I was like, well, that was so cool, I should get another one. Like, that was so awesome, let's get another one. So I got this one, Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes, because I didn't know that Warriors was something different than regular Fire Emblem. And so I got it. Turns out there's no romance in it, and it's not a strategy game. So it is like a hack and slash kind of vibe, and it's way different, and there's no romance. Did I mention that? And so that wasn't awesome, and so I was very disappointed when I learned that. I will probably still play it at some point, but admittedly, it's going to have a harder time drawing me in than any of the other ones. Because I like the strategy, I really like the gameplay, and I like the romance, and it's just so nice. And so then I got Engaged, because that was the next, because then I was looking up, okay, well, which is the last Fire Emblem that was like, you know, like a traditional Fire Emblem, and Engage was like that. It is classic strategy, it had romance, I think it had romance anyway, and so it was a lot better, but I didn't end up finishing it, at the time. Mario Kart's all the way up here, because my sisters and I play Mario Kart for Christmas. My little sister and her husband got my older sister and I think my older sister already had it, but she got me for Christmas, a year subscription to Nintendo Online. And so, and then she got it so that way her and her husband, and it's usually just her, but that way she and my older sister and I can play Mario Kart. And now we all have Switches, and over Christmas, my little sister got a Switch, and so now we do Mario Kart. Not every week, but like a lot of weeks, and sometimes it's every week, but it's at least every couple weeks we'll hop on and play some Mario Kart on the weekends. And so that's really fun. At some point on the channel, we definitely need to do Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. We might even start this process before too much longer. Like maybe if we do this Fire Emblem and we're having fun with it, and maybe I'm like, hey, let's jump on some Nintendo stuff for a while, and then maybe we start down this rabbit hole. But I have more games than what you see here. Obviously, we have Pokemon Shield. We definitely need to do some of the modern Pokemons. The next one we do will probably be Shield, I'm going to be honest with you. Because Scarlet graphically is like vomit, so it doesn't look very good. The gameplay is really fun, but Scarlet runs like crap. And Shield runs a lot better. And story-wise, Scarlet, I actually liked it more than Shield. Overall, I thought its story was really good. But graphically, it looks terrible. Anyway, and so we're not here for all that, though. We're here for Fire Emblem, and so let's hop into it. So the whole reason that I'm sitting on this instead of the main menu of the game is because there's like a cutscene, like an intro that launches very quickly, and so I was a little hesitant to jump into the game because I knew I'd get interrupted, so I sat on the quiet home screen because it was easier. It was quieter, so. Anyway, the other thing is, I have beaten this game at least once, maybe twice, once or twice. I feel like I've done it more than once, though. I know I've completed it. Oh, no, I definitely did. Because then later, I went back and I played it again. And then later, when I played it, I chose a different house, and I romanced, I think her name is Mercedes? Because my go-to, probably will surprise none of you, but my go-to is Edelgard, obviously. And so I romanced Mercedes on my second run in a new house, and it was very cool, and that was great. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. It's funny that they have like a normal, hard, and maddening, So, like, hard is what? That's supposed to be, like, the default difficulty level? So, we'll just do normal. Like, we're just gonna do just, like, default, you know? I don't want to do classic, because I don't want people to die to be lost forever, because I'm gonna, I mean, sometimes it's gonna happen. You're gonna lose people. So, I'll just go casual. Why would I need to play online? I guess I have to Google it. I don't know if I should I be playing online? Okay, so we might enable online. There's a few convenient features. But before we jump in, the other thing I meant to mention, so I think this is like the second time that we've done something on my Switch, because I believe we did, well, I guess the third time, really, but we did Let's Go Eevee, I think was the first thing on my Switch we ever did, and I think we did do all of the basic cups in Mario Kart. We need to do all the DLC stuff ones now, because I have all the DLC ones, so we need to do a run of all of those as well, but yeah, and so this will be the third time, but this is like the second like big playthrough, because the Mario Kart stuff is standalone and random, and so this will be the second big game, like real game we played through on my Switch, which is kind of cool to see the Switch getting some more coverage. So I guess we'll go ahead and enable online, I guess. There's some minor convenient features, I guess. So nothing, generally speaking, nothing crazy, but you know, whatevs. So. Tailtean Plains, I think is what it said. In some year of the Imperial calendar, maybe? Oh yeah, look at that spicy frame rate. So a lot of dead people. Well, he's intense. I wouldn't have gone after him. Look how intense that guy was. Didn't even look at him, bro. That was close. Oh, I just punched him in the face. He was not ready for that. He did not expect that. Wow. The whole army stops fighting, it just watches. Like, oh, they're like, wow, that was dark. Spooky. Sick. Hey, look who it is. Alright, well, she's curious who we are. What could have brought you here? I wonder how you got in here.
私の寝顔を盗み見るとはなあ。はあ、まったく。
Oh, you could turn on auto advance.
もそっとちこうよれ。お主の姿をよく見せよ。
Oh, look at that. Could turn on auto advance. Play as a guy. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You'd have to imagine it because I almost never do it.
知らぬ顔のようじゃの。一体何者じゃ。
I'm a demon.
空ごと悪でない。わしをからかうのも大概にするのじゃ。
I'm immortal.
お主、人間と言うたな。ならば名を名乗れ。俺、特戦子。
Byleth. I mean, we could just keep the default name, but I could also just punch in a name I liked a lot more. Oh, I know. I know what to do. Reina. Sick. Yep, that's me.
なるほど。さすがは人の子。耳慣れぬ名じゃの。人間なればこれにも答えられよう。何の説の何の日の生まれじゃ。
Alright, well, the first month, so 3 would be March, so we're going my actual birthday. March 24th, my actual birthday. Speaking of, my birthday's coming up. Although, and by the time you're seeing it, it might be really coming up, or maybe here by now. It's hard to say. Yup, that's me.
わしと同じとは。おかしな偶然もあったものじゃ。
Oh, her birthday's also March 24th. What are the odds?
何やら懐かしい心地がするが、わしはもう一眠りするかな。はい。配信も近い。
Interesting. So I'm not reading over the top of it because it'd be weird to have her going in Japanese and then my voice like gratingly over the top. So that's why I'm just letting it play. I was dreaming about a young girl. I dreamed about the war before that, though.
お前の話を聞く限り、そんな奴に会ったことはねえんだがな。まあいい、そんなもん忘れちまえ。戦いに雑念はいらん。俺たち傭兵の仕事は命がけなんだ。余計なこと考えてると早死にするぞ。さあ、とっとと支度しな。次は王国での仕事だ。少し距離があるから夜が明けたら出ると言っといたろう。
Of course.
まったく。お前以外はもう外で待ってるぞ。
ジェラルドさん、すまんが来てもらっていいか。
どうした？
Yeah, what happened?
こんな時間にガキどもが揃って何の用だ。
実は私たち盗賊団に追われているんです。どうか力を貸していただけませんか。
盗賊だと？
ええ、野営中に襲撃されたのです。
うまいこと仲間と分断されて多勢に無勢。金どころか命まで取られるところでしたよ。
その割には随分とのんきな。その制服。
村の外に人影。かなりの大所帯だ。
来やがったか。たく。ガキどもはともかくこの村を見捨てるわけにはいかねえ。おい、行くぞ。用意はいいな。
Oh, I'm ready, Dad. Yeah, fun fact, that's our dad. I know, he looks really young for to be our dad, but he actually is. Okay. Oh boy. So that's what? That's like probably one of my old ones. Obviously that's the one. Yeah, so that must be one of my old ones. I guess I don't know if did I not finish that playthrough I was on? Unsure. Maybe we'll just go 3. Just to give me a gap to make it a little more obvious which one I should be saving on. Not that it matters. Even if I saved over it, I'm not playing it, so... Even if I saved over it, it doesn't matter. So I'm using the Japanese voices because the English voice... The voice acting itself is just a little bit weird. It's a lot like dubbed anime. It's just a little bit weird. So I'm just using the Japanese voices. So I just find it better. It's way more natural, in my opinion. So that's why I do that. The player phase.
まずは手前にいる連中を始末して敵の出花をくじいてやれ。
Movement. Yes, I know how movement works. Thank you. It's been a while, but it hasn't been that long. We're just gonna have her wait. My voice is so pretty. That's how bows work. Wait. That's 2 spaces. I think that's too far. I could combat art, though, to actually get him. I don't know. We'll just wait. It's fine. He's only, like, barely a bandit. It's totally fine. Nice. Don't worry, Edelgard. My love. Yeah, so weapon durability is a thing in the game, so it's you know, try to keep stuff maintained. So yeah, there is terrain effects. The terrain effects will depend on, you know, it could be good, could be bad. It just depends on the terrain. So yeah, he's like a close range guy. Got a kill. Alright, so there's lots of options, different phases, you get it. I'm gonna go here. Maybe we'll just kind of an even kind of spread here. Maybe not worry so much about it. Okay, the reason I did that is because I didn't want him to push up, because, like, if I pushed up Edelgard to, like, here, he could stand inside the bushes and get the defensive bonus. So, and I didn't want to give him the bonus. I guess I'm gonna do this. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, so there's terrain types. You know, different things. The effect, they'll tell you what the effects are. Whoops. Whoops. Alright. Get up here, boyo. Don't worry, Edelgard, you got this. You're the best. Nice. Alright. Combat arts are powerful techniques that use more weapon durability than usual. They do not typically allow for follow-up attacks. Units learn new combat arts and their weapon skills go up. There are no combat arts for reason or faith. Those skills grant magic instead. Now you know. We're just gonna shoot him. Sit down, boyo. I guess we'll have me do it. And I got the kill, so obviously I don't take any damage. So one of the best ways to raise affection is to stand beside the person that you like, if they're someone in battle, and stand beside them. Like, you'll notice in this playthrough, I'm gonna be chained to Edelgard's side because we're gonna romance her, obviously, and she's gonna be like we're gonna be attached at the hip in battle because it'll be one of the fastest ways to raise affection. So, oh, Edelgard, you missed. You weren't supposed to miss that, woman. Hey, we still got affection for trying though. Now I had to get the kill to Dimitri. Lame. Alright, you can use items, you know, such as, like, healing items, which is good, because Edelgard needs healing. Tits. Alright, here come more of them. Oh, you decided to move, huh, Dad? Oh yes, I forgot about that. So you can link attacks when you attack an enemy that's also in range of one or more of your other units. This will trigger a linked attack. During a linked attack, your avoid rate, which is the AVO, and hit rate are higher than normal. So there's a higher chance of hitting people when you're side by side. It's not just for affection. Linked attacks between certain units will also raise might. Good use of linked attacks is key to defeating powerful enemies. Linked attacks will also build support among the units involved. That's what I care about. Item icon on enemy indicates that you get an item that's highlighted in green. So they have like a bonus item, like a chest key, for instance. Alright, I'm kind of tempted to pull back to the bushes if they're gonna approach us. I think this is what, for HP? Yes. I'd prefer to get me in trees too, but you know, you can't have everything. I forgot that you can just like click on something that's not a unit and end the battle immediately if you're not gonna move. You don't have to like click on the units one by one. I don't want to fight him in the bushes. Oh, look at that. Look at that, our dad's going in. Nice damage, Dad. And he got debuffed, it sounds like. Sick. So she'll kill him. I'll kill him too. Well, if everyone's gonna kill him, I'd prefer to have me or Edelgard to get the kill at least, so I guess I'll do it. You with the blank stare. That's me. I'm the one with the blank stare. Dead. And don't worry, they actually address the fact that your character has a blank stare. That's not just being funny. There's a reason. There's a lore reason why you're a little bit flat. So, hey, Iron X. Sick. He's like, I'm fine. Oh no! My love! Yes! I saved her. I literally saved her. I dove and just put my back to him. I'm like, I'll die for her. That's true love right there. Like, hey, I'm alive. or something. Is this what death is like? That's not what I thought would happen. Hello again, small person. Nice to meet you. I mean, officially. Obviously, I know who you are because we've been talking already, but... Sothis?
それに始まりのものか。一体誰にそう呼ばれておったのか。
What are you talking about?
何？わしは今まで名前すら思い出せなんだのじゃ。それが宣告は するりと口をついて出た。おかしなこともあるものじゃ。なんじゃその顔は。おぬが名前すらわからぬわらしと思うたか。
I didn't say that.
ならばそのわらしに命を助けられたお主はどうなんじゃ。まったく。
I am no child.
おお、偉そうに。見た目ばかり育っておるようじゃな。たかが小娘一人救うために盗人の斧の前に体を投げ出しおって。
It was for true love.
わしがとっさに時を止めたから良いものの、あのままでは死んでおったぞ。
Thank you.
そう、素直に感謝すれば良いのじゃ。わしも助けがいがあるというものよ。しかしとっさとはいえ、よう時を止められたものじゃ。どうやったのか。
I don't know. It's your ability, not mine. What'll happen when time resumes?
再び時を動かせば、
Yeah.
あの斧はお主の背に見事に吸い込まれ、
You're gonna get killed.
死ぬ
That's
じ
what
ゃろう
happens.
な。
Like, what?
当たり前じゃ。はあ、お主のせいでわしまでこのような目に。一体どうすればよいのかの。
I'll just stay here and wait to die. Turn back the hands of time.
そうか。止めた時を巻き戻せばよいのじゃな。
Yeah, let's just back up a tick before I was gonna die.
できそうじゃ。まったく世話の焼けるやつめ。巻き戻る時はわずかなれど、何が起こるか知っておれば命を守るのはたやすかろう。では行くぞ。炎をその身に宿せし者よ。時のよすがをたどりて、己が答えを見出せ。
Sick. That'll work. Back up before I was gonna eat that axe. I can save her life and not die in the process. Nope.
おーい。
Hi, you two. I saved the important one. I saved the one that really mattered, so...
お前今何か
Do what? Save her life? I sure did.
セイロス騎士団ただいま参った生徒を脅かす盗賊ども
Yeah.
覚悟せ
Little late, brother.
盗賊が逃げていくではないかヒデンらは後を追うのだ
Thanks for trying though.
さて酋長たちも無事のようだなとそちらは
Just the one that got it all done, brother.
と面倒なやつが来ちまった
MVP, that's me. 6 turns. Nailed it. Nailed it. Sick. Most deployed.
ありがとう。
Cuts her off. That's so
や
rude.
はりジェラルト団長ではないですかお久しぶりですな
He's really intense.
先ほど覚えておられますか自称あなたの右腕アロイスですぞ団長が突然いなくなってから20年ずっと生きていると信じておりました相変わらずうるせえやつだなアロイスそれにもう団長じゃない今はただの流れの傭兵そういうわけで次の仕事があるからまたな
He's like, yeah, bye.
またどこかでってそうなるわけないでしょうが団長には修道院まで来てもらいますからねガルグマク大修道院かはあそうなるよなおや もしかしてそちらの若者は団長のお子さんですか?
Okay, so this is crazy because my first playthrough, it's not like they tell you he's your dad. You find that out later. And I said, and I didn't know what to say, so I didn't say that's correct. I think I said he's a stranger to me. I think is what I said. Turns out he is your dad, like biologically, he's your father. So then later, so he's like, wow, that was hurtful. And then later on, they like talk about it. And I'm like, oh, he actually is? Like, are you like, I wouldn't have said that if I had known. Like, but they don't mention that. So obviously now I know to say, oh yeah, he's my dad. By the way, who looks incredible for his age, apparently. By the way, that's correct.
そうであったか。見た目はともかく雰囲気は団長にそっくりであるな。
Stoic and awesome, you mean?
貴殿にもぜひ大修道院を見てもらいたい。どこを願えるか?
Like, absolutely. He's like, oh man. He's so disappointed.
どうかしましたか団長。まさか逃げようなんて思ってませんよね。
He knows.
騎士団を相手に逃げ出せるなんてさすがの俺も思ってねえよ。
セイロス騎士団か。確かに腕が立つ者どものようじゃな。
I mean, here's hoping. The voice in my head. Am I where?
ほれ、あちらで呼ばれておるぞ。お主、さっさと言ってやれ。
Make way for me, Dad. I want to see your old work friends. And get some sweet backstory.
さっきは助かったわ。ありがとう。それにしても腕が立つのね。
Anything for you, my love.
傭兵なのよね。しかもあなたの父はセイロス騎士団の元団長。歴代最強の騎士と
Wow.
歌われる
Strongest knight to ever live.
ジェラルト。
I didn't know he was a captain. Ooh, she likes
そんなこ
that.
とがあるの？何か言えない事情がありそうね。
なあ、一緒に大修道院に来るんだろ？道中いろいろ話を聞かせてくれ。ああ、俺たちは大修道院に併設されてる士官学校の生徒なんだよ。課外活動中に盗賊に襲われてな。ひどい目にあったってわけさ。
あなたが真っ先に逃げ出すからじゃないの。
そうだったそうだった。聞いてくれよあんた。こっそり俺だけずらかろうとしたところへこいつらがついてきたせいで盗賊は揃いも揃って俺たちを追いかけてきちまった。とんだ笑い話さ。
クロード、お前はそんなことを考えて皆のためにおとりになったものと思っていたが、
そうに決まってるでしょ。言葉の表しか見ないようじゃメイ君にはなれないわよ。
言葉の裏ばかり読んで猜疑心にまみれてもメイ君にはなれない気がするがな。
Now, kids, get along.
帝王学の議論か？二人ともさすがだな。しかし猜疑心の塊の俺からしたらまだまだ純粋なヒナみたいな応酬だぞ。
ヒナ口が減らないわね、あなたは。
まあいい。それより今はお前のことだ。盗賊団の頭相手に一歩も引かぬ戦いぶり。俺ももっと強くならねばと思ったよ。
確かにそうね。あなた、帝国で働く気はない？
Anything for you.
そう。私はアドラステア帝国の。
待てエーデルガルト。それなら俺も話がある。今ファーガス神聖王国はお前のように優秀なものを必要としている。ぜひ俺と共に王国へ。
そこまでだ。まったく二人とも手が早いな。会ったその日に口説くなんてさ。俺は大修道院に向かいながらしっぽりと親睦を深めたいね。まずはあんたの好みでも聞こうかな。どの国が好きなんだ？
こやつら出自をことにするようじゃな。お主の好む国を答えてやるがよかろう。
Let's see. Decisions. Drestian Empire, land of ancient history. Edelgard, I love you.
そうでしょうね。衰えたとはいえ帝国の培ってきたものは他の比ではないわ。
Got
お
him.
しゃべりはそろそろ終わりにしてくれ。大修道院へ向け出発するぞ。
おっと、話の続きはまた後でだな。
やれやれ、慌ただしいのまったく。じゃがあの小わっぱども、三者三様よの。
True. They're very different. Edelgard. She's a refined young woman, but I feel as though she's always evaluating me. Dimitri. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. And Claude. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
わしと同じ見立てじゃな。ほう。また眠くなってきたの。
Her voice is so cute.
お主、わしが眠っておるからと。
She's like, I'm so tired of passing out. Have a nice nap, Sothis. Not to be confused with Sithis. Very different. Very different. Alright, well there you go. So the game really does kind of throw you in here, and it's a lot to understand and keep up with, but I will try to assist you as we play through this game. So there's at least 3 kingdoms. One of them, the one that Claude represents, is like it's not one kingdom. I think there are a whole bunch of little, I don't know if they're kingdoms or like, I don't know, like city states or whatever they are, but it's kind of like a gathering, a conglomeration of not one kingdom people, maybe from a whole bunch of different places. I'm not sure. And then of course Edelgard is gonna be the next empress of the empire and the Andrestian, or however you pronounce that, but of the empire. And then Dimitri is going to be the future ruler of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus or whatever. And so there's 3 basic kingdoms, and all of these 3 rulers are all the future leaders of their specific kingdoms and areas and whatnot. And so that is what all of that is. And so while they're all going to school, I guess, while they're all in this like school to learn how to be rulers and military leaders and all that stuff, it's all kind of like at a peace, but there's a lot of tension because, like, even if I don't know, there's a lot of like underlying an undercurrent of tension, because in school it's like whatever, it's a fair amount of fun and games, right? It's like, yeah, this is just a simulated battle, or whatever. Like it's fairly low key, but like, I don't know, but like, that later on in life, these are going to be the rulers. And so if this is how they get along when they're whatever, like 18, 19, 17, whatever they are, if this is how they behave now, then down the road when they're like commanding armies, like it might be real bad. It might be real bad. So there is some very real tension, because these guys are the leaders of their nations. And so this fluffiness that it is now, it's like, oh, it's school drama. Nope, it's so much scarier than that. So much scarier than that. So anyway, they do kind of launch you in here. I will partially explain more as we go along, but it's we have to get through all this prologue stuff. White clouds, great tree moon, 3 houses. Sick.
オグマ山脈から吹き下ろす冷たい風が弱まると、フォドラの大地は豊かな緑を芽吹かせ、一年の始まりを告げる。やがてその緑が大樹へとなるように、人々は自らの生が実り大きいものとなるのを祈って年始を祝うのである。遥か太古よりありし地フォドラ、天上より女神の見守ると言われるその大地は3つの勢力によって統治されていた。1000年以上の歴史を持ち、フォドラの南半分を支配するアドラステア帝国。その帝国の北側、寒冷な大地を王と騎士たちが治めるファーガス神聖王国。そして大陸の東側で王をいただかず有力貴族による共同体をなすレスター諸侯同盟領。かつては戦乱の嵐が吹き荒れた大地も、今は三勢力の均衡により平穏が保たれていた。
There you go, the backstory. Yeah, see, didn't I summarize that pretty well? Ish.
では修道院は初めてか。よければ後で案内しよう。
このフォドラの縮図のような場所さ。いろんな意味でね。
もうすぐ嫌でも目に入るわ。
I'm like Edelgard.
あれがガルグマク大修道院よ。
Oh, pretty monastery. So yeah, you know, teaching going on here. Focus, bro. For like nobles and, you know, powerful people, this isn't your average everyday school. These are all like nobles' kids and rulers of nations and future rulers of nations. Hi. Rhea, I don't like you. I don't like her. She makes me nervous. I don't know. Well, we could talk about that later too.
ここに来るのも何年ぶりかね。今さらあの人と顔を合わせたところで。
Her?
ああ、お前もさっき中庭で見たろ。大司教、レア様さ。
Yeah. Lady Rhea.
お前も知っての通り、このフォドラの住人の大半はセイロス教の敬虔な信徒だ。そんなバカでかい教団の最高指導者が大司教であるレア様ってわけよ。
お待たせしました、ジェラルトさん。大司教の補佐をしているセテスと申します。
ああ、どうも。
久しいですね、ジェラルト。こうして再び開校できたのも主のおぼし飯でしょうか。
長きにわたる音信不通お詫びします。あれから俺もいろいろありましてね。
そしてその子が生まれた。あなたの子供なのでしょ。
ええ、修道院を出て数年後に母親は病で死んじまいましたがね。
そうですか。活躍はアロイスから聞いています。あなたの名は確か。
My name is Reyna.
そう、良い名前ですね。士官学校の生徒たちを救ってくれたこと、心より感謝します。ジェラルト、私が何を言いたいか、あなたならすでに分かっていますね。
セイロス騎士団に戻れでしょ。俺は構いませんけど、こいつは
ジェラルト、アロイスから聞いているはずです。私は一度下がりますが、この後彼らから話があるでしょう。しっかりと耳を傾けておいてください。それではまた明日に。
Gotcha. Thanks. Appreciate it.
やれやれ、またセイロス騎士団に戻ることになっちまった。巻き込んじまってすまねえが、お前もしばらくはここで働いてくれるか。
I must work here? As a mercenary?
いや、それが教師としてだそうだ。この修道院に士官学校が併設されてる話はさっきのガキどもから聞いたよな。で、ちょうど学級担任の教師が一人欠けちまったとかで、アロイスの野郎、レア様にお前のことを推薦したらしい。
こんにちは。あなたが新任の先生？渋くてなかなかイケてるじゃない。
いや、俺じゃねえんだ。
ん?
あとは適当にやって
He's like, it's not me.
じゃあな。レア様には気をつけろよ。
Thanks, Dad. I hear you.
教師にする意図が読めん。何かを企んでるかもしれねえ。
I don't trust her either. She's weird.
まさかあなたなの？ずいぶん若く見えるけど。
何、教師の資質さえあれば年齢は関係あるまい。我が輩はハンネマン、紋章学者であり、この士官学校の教師でもある。君は紋章を宿しているかね？一度我が輩の部屋に来て調べたまえ。
私はマヌエラ、教師兼医師兼
And available.
よろしくね。
Sick. You're a physician? You're a physician? Said that a little
講義がな
fast.
い時は大抵医務室にいるわ。私に会いたくなったらいつでもいらっしゃい。
Thirsty.
不必要な長話は後にしたまえ、マヌエラ君。さて、君も一つ学級を受け持つことになるわけだが、まだどんな学級があるのか紹介さえされていないだろう。
そういうことなら私から説明させてもらおうかしら。士官学校には3つの学級があって、出身国ごとに所属が分かれているの。まずはアドラークラスでね。アドラステア帝国出身の子たちがいて、今年の級長はなんと次期皇帝と噂される皇女のエーデルガルトよ。
次にルーベン・クラッセ。ファーガス神聖王国から来た者が所属する。今年の級長は王子のディミトリ。彼もファーガスの次の王になるだろう。
最後にヒルシュ・クラッセ。ここにはレスター諸侯同盟領の子が属しているわ。級長は諸侯同盟の盟主であるリーガン公の孫クロード。
時代の皇帝、国王、名士が揃い踏みとはなかなかとんでもない年になりそうだな。
本当にね。厄介事だけはごめんだけれど。
今日のところは校内でも見て回るといい。我が輩の部屋にも立ち寄ってくれたまえ。
あ、そうそう。あなた
The
が
old
教師に
man.
なることは級長以外にはまだ伝えていないから、生徒たちと話をしてみたらいいわ。癖のある子が多いけれどいい子たちよ。詳しい話は明日レア様からあるはずだから。それじゃまたね。
Thank you.
レア、
Boy, she's thirsty.
考えを改める気はないか。あんな若者を士官学校の教師にするなど。
いいえ、もう決めたことです。それに心配しないでください、セテス。あの者はジェラルトの子供なのですから。
そのジェラルトとやらも信用できない。21年前の大火の折に失踪した男だろう。今はフレンもいるのだ。不安の種を増やすのは控えてもらいたい。
セテス、彼らは大丈夫です。それよりもシャミアから報告があった不審者の件が気になります。教会に悪意を持つ者がこのガルグマクに出入りしているのなら捨ておけません。
ああ、その件もあったな。引き続き調査を進めさせよう。レア、今は君の言葉を信じるが、何か怪しげな点があったその時は。
Sounds good. Appreciate it. I love these talks. Yeah, man, Rhea, sketchy. We'll talk more when we have a second to do so, but I don't trust her. For one, my dad said so. For starters, as he also seems wary of her. So, happy to know it's not just me. We'll talk more about classes, as far as, like, you know, like, what kind of fighter you are as well in a second, but we have to get through all these cutscenes first. I'm so cute and fashionable. There's the Golden Deer house. Ah, the Black Eagles. And then the what was the name? The Blue Lions. Isn't that their name? The Blue Lions? Ah, there she is, the other girl I romanced. I don't trust you. Sketchy is what you are. Alright, there you go. B and Y buttons to dash. If you're ever unsure what to do next, look to the left side of the screen. Your current objective is displayed there. Sick. And now we can explore. Sorry, need to be... There you go.
もうすでに聞き及んでいますね。まずは3つの学級の級長たちと話をしたり、士官学校を見て回ったりしてみてください。大修道院でのあなたの最初の務めです。この務めが終わったら、私のところに戻ってきてくださいね。願いを聞いてくれますか?
Alright, speak to the three three house leaders and gather information about the students in each house. These students can be found in the reception hall on the first floor and throughout the officers' academy. You get a sword, a healing potion, and some money. Sick. Quests are tasks given to you by people around the monastery. Those who can give or are involved with quests will have icons by them. Consult the quest menu to see the quests you've accepted. The icons beside each quest indicates their status. Icons for essential quests are red. So there you go. Any of these little, on the mini-map you'll see anything that's little word speech bubble, that's just a free conversation to have. The glowing little mark there is like an objective kind of vibe. So there we go. And there's sometimes you'll find like little, you know, things around the monastery, like, you know, collectibles, like things to grab, loot, that kind of thing. That kind of vibe.
貴殿をいきなり教師に3人目の担任に推薦して驚かせたか？実を言うと担任になるはずだった教師が例の盗賊騒ぎの際に逃げてしまったのだ。一度でも生徒を見捨てた者に再び任せるわけにはいかぬゆえな。
君は行きずりの生徒たちを助けた。その点ではまだ評価できる。さあ、修道院内を回って
Thank you. So yeah, I don't super trust Rhea. So in my initial playthrough, I was already worried about her. Oh wow, that's... Nope. It's not it. That's not it. Okay. Right. Sorry. Back up. Okay, there it is. Anyway, so I was on to her. I feel like initially I was always concerned because it kind of felt like she was... I don't know, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like trying too hard? Does that make sense? It felt like she was trying so hard to be, like, I don't know, holy and benevolent, but it just came across like there's something else going on. On top of the fact that your dad mentions it to you, like, hey, watch out. And then, like, in the very intro cutscene, it shows the battle, and she, like, stabs this dude, like, in this brutal way. Her guards get killed around her, and she doesn't even look at him. Like, I don't know, like, I'm like, that doesn't seem very benevolent. Like, she, like, murders that guy. Maybe she was angry, maybe he deserved it. He probably did, I don't know. But she brutally kills him. Her guards die. She never even looks at him. And then of course, then you get in game and your dad's like, "Hey, watch out. She's you know, she's not what she seems." Like, and so right away, there's like red flags for me. Anyway, the mini-map in the upper right corner of the screen shows your current location, the locations of important people, the direction to quest givers, and more. Zoom to change the map with the ZR button. So there you go. ZR button. Oh, right. I forgot there's the handy dandy place, but yeah, this is really cool. So on the right side, you'll see it'll show you who is in the hall, like who is in which location. It'll show who wants to speak with you, and so it's very convenient if you're like trying to turn in a quest or trying to find out where people are, because they're not always in the same place if memory serves. So very convenient. This is the reception hall. Now you know. So in battle, you are gonna have you are going to have a you will have a class. At the moment, our class is commoner, but how you affect your class is, I know that one of the best ways, maybe the only way, I don't know, but you have to equip yourself with a weapon and just start performing in the role of what you want, right? And so yeah, that's a thing. That's what I'm looking for. I want details. So yeah, I don't actually know what they are. That's interesting. But yeah, so I'm trying to decide. I will definitely need to be something melee so that I can be right next to Edelgard, like, as long as possible. I don't want a lance. Axe, bow, and gauntlets. The fighter. The monk. It's funny that they don't give you the name, but in the description they'll tell you. Swift, high avoidance. The Myrmidon deftly wields the sword. Deftly. I feel like I often go Myrmidon, I feel like. The mercenary, strong and speedy. The thief, excellent speed, dexterity, high defense. This class, so that one doesn't tell you. Mighty opponent, the cavalier. I don't want to go any kind of horses. Strong and hardy, the brigand wields axes and makes an exceptional frontline combatant. That could be good. I could give myself an axe, you know. And then, like, I could go axe, like, really heavily, and then class into fighter, and then level her up more, and then maybe give her brigand. I also could go whatever this class is. I don't want to go archer because I want to stay near her, and then of course magic classes, which that's not going to help. I don't want to go any kind of that. Okay, so I might do that. That could be different. I feel like I usually go mercenary. I go like Myrmidon and then mercenary is, I feel like, usually what I do. But I might try something different. Go with just give myself an axe as quickly as possible. So it's funny that it doesn't tell you my age. I was curious if it in the stats if it would tell you how old I was, and apparently it's unknown. Well, Edelgard's 17, so apparently, and she's a little shorter than I am. So her class, if you want to know, so at the moment she's, you know, noble, but she will. I actually didn't mean to jump out of that. Oh, there's another page of classes. Anyway, so eventually I think she goes obviously into axe. I think she might go fighter, but I know that she jumps into something else, maybe this one. But she has like a giant axe and a giant shield, and she's really good. High degree of authority. Actually, she might like spec into this one possibly. Well, I mean, obviously it's up to you. You could spec her into whatever you want to, but all right, back up. I wanted to see. I didn't realize there was another page. I forgot that there is. Okay, so this one, this class, again doesn't tell you. Master in the way of the sword. Killer who thrives in the shadows. The assassin has excellent speed and dexterity. This heavily armored unit has staggering defense. Very good. Steamed knight. Airborne knight. The warrior is a versatile combatant. High strength, high health, unmatched strength. That could be neato. And then sniper is a really good archer. Warlock, and then another magic class. White magic specialist. Sick. Okay, so I need to give myself a different weapon ASAP, because at the moment my sword is going to take it. So, I mean, I could just spec into what I always do, but I actually think I'm going to switch. Nope. That was not it. Take. Okay. This. Equip. There. Okay. Using an axe. So we can start leveling up my axe stuff. Anyway, spotted Edelgard, my love.
あなた、この修道院の教師に帝国で雇おうと思っていたのに残念ね。では改めて名乗らせてもらおうかしら。私はエーデルガルト・フォン・フレスベルグ、アドラステア帝国の公女であり第1位の皇位継承者よ。あなたが私たちの学級を受け持つ なんてこともあるのかしら。
If you're lucky.
そういえば学級の方は見て回った？アドラークラッセで気になる生徒がいたら教えて。
Yes. What about you?
私は見ての通りよ。不遜に感じるかもしれないけれど、これでも次の工程、あとはそうね。なんとなくあなたとは馬が合う気がするわ。
Yeah, look at that. Then there's Hubert, Ferdinand, Linhart, Casper, Bernadetta, Dorothea, and Petra.
ホドラの西の海に浮かぶブリギット諸島。その王の孫娘よ、ペトラは。ブリギットは帝国に従属していて、その縁で彼女は留学に来ているの。勉強熱心な人よ。
Hunter's Boon grants crit when foes' HP is below 50%. Sick! And then I saw Edelgard levels up faster than normal. She has a multiplier on her experience gain.
彼は私の従者でベストラ校の着手。幼い頃からずっと私に仕えているの。冷徹な印象を受けるでしょうけれど、内面もそうだから。でも筋の通った男よ。
Yeah, astute and reasonable, she says. Yeah, to you.
なぜか私を目の敵にして常に勝負を挑んでくるのよね。まったく彼の家は宰相を世襲するエーギル公爵家。貴族としての自覚がありすぎるのでしょう。
Confidence. He grants hit and avoidance plus 15 when unit is at full HP. So he's stronger at... So he can hit more things and he's better at avoiding attacks at full HP. Interesting.
頭のいい人よ、彼は。けれど、極度の面倒くさがりで、いつも眠そうにしている。彼が真面目であれば、将来は帝国の政務を担う人材になったでしょうに。無理そうね。
So he has the catnap special ability. If unit takes no action except wait, he recovers up to 10% of his max HP. He just heals if he doesn't do anything. That's funny.
彼はベルグリーズ伯の次男ね。継承権がないから身一つで頑張ろうとしているみたい。元気すぎてとにかく喧嘩っ早いから、もし担任になったら目を離さないで。
So he has the Born Fighter. Adjacent foes suffer minus 10% minus 10 avoidance during combat. So he's more likely to hit things. That's pretty sick.
彼女はバーリ伯の一人娘よ。少し変わっているけれど、根は悪い子ではないわ。ただ、寮に引きこもると宣言してはばからず。心配しないで。講義には出させるから。
Persecution Complex grants attack plus 5 when unit is not at full HP. So she's better at attacking when her health is low. When her health is lower than full. Sick.
アドラークラッセは他の学級に比べて平民の数が少ないの。彼女はその中でも異例の人ね。何しろ、帝都で人気の歌劇団が誇る歌姫。士官学校に入った目的は私も知らないわ。
Interesting. So, Songstress, defining ability, adjacent allies can recover up to 10% of their max HP at the start of their turn, of each turn. Pretty slick. Oh, do you have any more? I already said all that. No. It says speak to the leaders. I definitely spoke to her.
新しい先生ですね。お疲れ様です。本日も異常なしであります。私はここ大修道院を出入りする人をのんびり眺める役じゃなかった。厳しく見張る役を仰せつかっております。
He's like, I just leisurely chill out and I watch the door. He's like, I don't feel like that's your job at all. Ah, there it is. Okay. So yeah, obviously she's there. I wouldn't mind at least talking with the house. So any one of those would be probably a pretty solid move. How does one scroll down, do you think? It's not the way you think it is. There's a bar there. I must be allowed to scroll down. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, Claude. Alright. This is like this is like the dormitories, you know? So each house is gonna be right next to each other. This is like their home base or whatever. So that's how that all works.
あんた教師として雇われるんだって？随分と腕を買われたもんだな。じゃあ改めて自己紹介しておくか。俺はクロード・フォン・リーガンだ。実家はレスター諸行同盟の名手だが、まあそんなことは気にしなくていいさ。担当学級はまだ決まってないのか？俺らのとこは他より気楽でいいと思うぜ。ヒルシクラッセの連中にはもう会えたよな。興味を惹かれるようなやつはいたか？
Sure. We're not choosing this house at all, but... So what's funny is it's a little odd to me seeing Hilda on this team, and I'll tell you why, because I almost always recruit her, and she is useful, and that is neato, but I think she just has... So I better explain that. You can recruit people into any house you choose after you've already chosen. So we're gonna lock in the Black Eagles. After we're a part of Black Eagles, we can recruit people if we get to know them and give them gifts and like them. And a lot of people have very specific requirements, and so it's like, well, this person's really into, I don't know, like cavalry and like axe stuff, and so you're like, hey, you know, I have like really strong cavalry skills and axe stuff. Then you can convince them to join your house. And so Hilda, whatever Hilda's requirements are, they must be lower, because Hilda, I'm used to seeing her on my team, and it's a little weird seeing her in a house that's not mine, and that would be why. So maybe we'll just click on Hilda.
だいぶ親父と兄さんに甘やかされて育ったらしい。あれほどタイだって言葉が似合うやつもいない。まあ、貴族のお嬢様なんてそんなもんかもな。
So, Advocate, adjacent male allies deal 3 extra damage during combat. Sick. Alright. So, the Black Eagle house is on top. Although, while we're right here.
先日はすまなかった。世話になっておいてろくに名乗りもせず散々無礼を。この学校の教師になると聞いた。もう存在な口は聞けないな。改めてディミトリ・アレクサンドル・ブレーだったと言います。ファーガス神聖王国の王子ですが、ここではあくまで一人の生徒です。未熟者ではありますが、ご指導よろしくお願いします、先生。そうだ、学級を見て回っているそうですね。ルーベンクラッセに気になる者はいましたか？
Sure. I'm just curious about this. Ash, Sylvain, Mercedes. She's the other one that she's the other one that I romanced.
彼女はもともと帝国貴族の出身だそうですが、紆余曲折を経て王国で暮らしていたとか、のんびりしているように見えますが、皆によく目を配ってくれる優しい女性です。
So yeah, she is a magic user. And very, very good at what she does, and that's why. Live to serve. When healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. So when she heals somebody, she gets healed also. And it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, so yeah, she is top of the line. Yay. We did the thing. Sick. I suppose I should return to Rhea. Continue exploring. Okay. Yeah, this is for the Black Eagles. This is them, and we're gonna be joining this house, so we better talk to them. Boy, she really freaked out there.
そうなのだろ。私はフェルディナント・フォン・エーギル。帝国の重鎮、誇り高きエーギル家の嫡子さ。君も、もしこの学級に加わることがあれば、よろしく頼むよ。
Okay.
見ない顔ね、あなた。どうしてここに？
Isn't she pretty?
私はドロテアっていうの。学校に入る前は帝国の歌劇団にいたのよ。
She's cute.
あんたエーデルガルトを助けたんだって？すげえじゃねえか。お、俺はカスパルってんだ。よろしくな。
僕はリンハルト。じゃ。
おい、リンハルト、そりゃねえだろ。もう。あんたもここの生徒になるのか？俺たちの学級だといいな。
Are you a student here? I'm actually a teacher here.
私はヒューベルト。
エーデルガルト様の従者を務めております。我が主を救ってくれたと聞きました。感謝しましょう。おっと、こちらはブリギット諸島より帝国へと学びに来ているペトラ殿です。何を隠そう、彼女はブリギットの姫、フォドラ風に言えば王女殿下ですな。
Wow.
ペトラ言います。はじめまして。よろしく願います。
She's learning the language. Alright, so there's the house that we really want to get to know because that's the one that matters. Okay. Now. The Officer's Academy. Now, I know that somewhere your character has a room. I'm trying to remember where it was. Okay, so I can't, like, go into a lot of places yet. Thank you. It's very friendly of you. I imagine that they'll probably, like, you know, the quarters thing probably happens a little bit, little bit later. How does one... There was some button I was hitting that was... confusion. Yeah, I don't think I can just go anywhere. Oh, I think I am supposed to be going to the second floor. Because, yeah, a lot of it's still locked to me, so I think we'll just finish my objective and stop screwing around.
誰だか知らないけど、仕事の邪魔はしないでね。
Wow.
レア様のこの後の予定は。
This freaking kid. Rude. Dad!
ここは騎士団長の部屋だ。俺が使う羽目になっちまった。つっても俺は代理なんだがな。現騎士団長様は高齢みたいだよ。ほとんど実務はやってねえらしい。とんだ役割を押し付けられたぜ。
Interesting. Alright. The crest guy.
ここは我が輩の研究室だ。あまたの資料と特殊な装置を備えている。
Gotcha. And that'll be the thirsty lady.
あら、早速来てくれたのね、先生。ここは医務室よ。怪我や病気になったらすぐに来て。お茶でも飲んでいく？
Sick. Alright. Well, maybe we'll just go ahead and charge through here. Nope. I was like, just let me finish.
士官学校の様子はいかがでしたか？清廉な魂の息吹に満ちていたでしょう。
Absolutely.
さて、君には士官学校の3学級のうち一つを受け持ってもらうことになる。君のような素性のわからぬ若者に任せるのは反対だが、大司教たっての希望でね。
アドラークラッセ、ルーベンクラッセ、そしてヒルシュクラッセ。もう見て回ったわよね。
Totally.
の君から選んでくれて構わんよ。残る2つの学級を我々がそれぞれ受け持とう。
Which house will I choose? A house for students of the Empire. Many are nobility, and most of them use magic. This is the Blue Lions, a house for students from the Kingdom of Fargus. Most value chivalry and excel at military arts. And Golden Deer, a house for students from the Leicester Alliance. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers. So yeah, well, obviously you know what we're doing here.
エーデルガルトが級長を務めるアドラークラッセですね。
That is correct.
心は決まりましたか？彼らを真摯に導いてくれることを願います。
フォドラの未来を担う有望な若者ばかりだ。この栄誉ある職務を誇りとして。
お兄様。あら？ごめんなさい。お話の最中でしたのね。
フレン、今取り込み中だ。急ぎの用事か？
いいえ、大したことではありませんわ。それよりもそちらの方は？
この者は士官学校の新任教師だ。
まあ、 士官学校のはじめまして先生。私セテスの妹のフレンと申します。お見知りおきを。
フレンの話はさておき、本題に戻ろう。あらかじめ伝えておくが、近日現時点での生徒たちの実力を測るため学級対抗の模擬戦を行う予定だ。
Ah, perfect.
同時に君の能力も見定めさせてもらう。大司教を失望させぬようにな。以上だ。
Perfect. I look forward to crushing you. I will crush you all.
何？担任ってあんたなのか？
Yep, not a student.
先生になるとは思わなかったぜ。
ガスパル君、ちょっとそんな言葉遣いでは失礼じゃない？
そりゃそうだけどね。こいつに敬語を期待するだけ無駄だって。あ、先生、これからよろしくお願いしますよ。それじゃ僕は昼寝してますので。
今私を見ました？お構いなくお願いします。
ごめんなさいね、混沌としてて。
ところでどうだろう先生。私たちは同年代と聞いた。今更ではあるが、学級の仲間のように話しかけても構わないだろうか。学級内では身分や年齢の差があっても分け隔てなく接することを推奨されている。私としては先生もその輪の中に入ってもらえると。
Alright, easy, bro. I don't mind at all.
先生、腹太い、素敵です。よろしく願います。ん？ちょっとペトラちゃん、それを言うなら太っ腹でしょ？女性に向かって腹が太いは禁句よ。もちろん先生は。
Ah, you flatterer.
申し訳ないです。言葉難しい。間違いあります。
もちろん私に対しても普通に接してくれて構わない。公女といえど学校にいる間は生徒の一人に過ぎないもの。期待しているわ。このアドラークラッセをしっかりと指導してくれることをね。
Oh, I will. Don't you worry.
そうと決まれば歓迎訓練だ。なあ先生、とりあえず腕を見せてくれよ。
腕見せるですか？何のため鎧外させます？
違うぜ。腕っつったら剣の腕に決まってんだろう。
訓練なんてごめんです。座学でお願いします。
親睦を深めるためにまずはお茶の時間にしません？それがいいわよね、先生。
He's over in the corner sleeping.
君たち、仲間として接すると言っても限度というものがあるだろう。誇り高き貴族の、そして帝国を代表するアドラークラッセの一員としての責務をだね。
I'm like, well, it's a lively bunch.
この騒ぎを鎮めるのが最初の仕事のようですね、先生。
普段はもう少しだけまともだと思うからよろしく頼むわね、先生。
Oh, I need that as a texting tone. Someone save that voice clip. Alright, well. It is going well, my friend. It is going well, my friend. So yeah, we'll do some more exploring. And we'll see about this class thing. I'm hoping we can do something different. Usually I do Myrmidon and then Mercenary, and I just keep the sword that I was given, but might do something different. It is easiest to do melee, though. Alright, there are new places to explore in the monastery. You received $1,000 from 1,000 gold from the Church of Ceres as funding for this month's activities. Sick. Alright, it is Saturday, the 26th, apparently.
この装置を使って君に紋章の力があるかを確かめさせてくれ。
I'm like, go for it.
何？紋章を知らない？少し長くなるが。
Is your calendar clear?
説明するとしよう。さて、まずは紋章とは何かであるな。紋章とは力だ。 はるか昔女神より人に授けられたと言われ、人の体に宿り血によって受け継がれる。紋章を宿した者は魔道に優れたり強靭な肉体を有したり等々、それぞれの紋章に対応した人知を超える力を持つのだ。
And you believe I have a crest?
どうかな、調べてみなければわからぬよ。言った通り紋章は血によって受け継がれるが、たとえ先祖に紋章を宿した者がいたとて、その子孫が必ず紋章を宿すとは限らない。子孫の中の限られた者だけが紋章の力を受け継ぐことができるのだ。君の先祖に紋章を宿した者がいて、たまたま君がそれを受け継いでいればということなのだよ。
Interesting. Do what you can to find out.
もちろんだ。すぐにでも調べるとも。さあ、この装置の上に手を伸ばしてくれたまえ。
Oh my god, is that a crosshair? You gonna shoot me?
これは見たこともない文様。まさか未発見の紋章だというのか。この世にまだ我が輩の知らぬ紋章が存在したとは格別の刺激だ。興奮してしまった。さあ、もう出て行ってくれて結構だ。
Oh, may
こ
I?
れからこの紋章について調べねばならん。君の役目は終わった。この線、何を意味しているのか。対称性の欠如とでも言うべきか。こちらは一体。そうか。もしやこれは一部でもっと大きな。
I'm just like standing there, like, I'm still here. I never left. Interesting. So I appear to have what is one of these crests, which is like insane power. So interesting. Oh, good. My room.
その説の予定表が配られます。予定表にはその説の大修道院での催しや課題を行う日などが載っていますよ。しっかり予定表を確認し、いつ何を行うかを計画しながら務めに当たってくださいね。
The monastery's schedule features different events on different days. Each week you will have one day off. When you may choose an activity from the list, your only option at first will be to explore. Select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. Explore. Oh, hey, really quick. Alright, so we have some unique appearances. This is my other option. Which you're like, dang, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, actually probably just keep the class. In the monastery I'll use this because it looks really cool, but the cool thing is your appearance changes depending on your class. So in battle I will use my class one, and then my outfit will change in battle depending on what class I am, and that goes for everybody. So you can use their class stuff or whatever. So no reason to even like really worry about anyone else, but anyway. But yeah, mostly that was for me. I knew I had more than one option, so. Sick. Alright, explore. So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Yeah, totally. Oh, that's where you can change the appearance. Slick. Is that all the journals for? Probably. And then the bulletin board. Alright, greetings all. Please assist me by catching a delectable fish for the celebration. And I'll have 300 renown. Okay, that just tells you that there's one available. And then some growing vegetables. And dining hall is pretty appetizing. Anyone interested in sharing a meal? Ladies preferred. By Sylvain. Speaking of Sylvain, he is another one that I'm actually used to having on my team because I think he also has pretty low requirements to recruit, and so he's another one that I'm used to having on my team. And so I'm used to seeing Ferdinand, that blonde dude. I'm used to seeing him, and then this guy, he has similar appearance, but he's a redhead. He's a little bit similar. I'm used to seeing them as kind of like a duo because I almost always have Sylvain on my team. I don't know if we're gonna bother recruiting him, but you know, I'm just used to that being a thing.
ここは生徒たちの寮だ。そしてそれを監督する君の部屋は1階の一番奥にある。2階は主に貴族、1階は主に平民の生徒たちが使っている。学校においては身分による区別はしない方針なのだが、うるさい貴族もいてな。君も下手なことをしない方が身のためだ。節度ある生活を送ってくれ。
Boy, you're real friendly. Has anyone ever told you that? Alright, so there is the quest. There's the couple of quests I was curious about. There's the other one. Officers Academy. Ah, so that's where my waifu is. Good to know. Fishing pond, greenhouse, reception hall, library, second floor. Gotcha.
実は今の学級先生と会わなくって、私はもっと戦術の勉強をしたいのにな。ちょっと先生と相談してみようかな。別の学級に移りたいんですけどって。
Hey, maybe. Alright, so here's a couple of quests.
学級対抗戦について聞きました。たとえ先生が相手でも負けはしま。堅苦しいですか？ならその行為に甘えて敬語はやめにしよう。
Yeah, chill, bro.
減ったらいえ、お前は殿下の恩人だ。うまい飯を食わせてやる。
But he has a lot of energy. Alright, so that's how we're gonna learn how to grow plants. As an option.
では先生、学級対抗の模擬戦があるんだってな。一流の傭兵だったあんたが相手じゃ勝てる気がしないよ。お手柔らかに頼むぜ。
Absolutely not.
あら、先生、もう学校には慣れました？私はまだ慣れません。勉強も訓練もめんどくさくて。
Yes, well, you better hold on because it's gonna be pretty intense. Dormitories. So these are a lot of people's rooms, things like that. I don't think we can enter most or any of them. I almost don't think we're allowed to. Maybe that depends upon like a relation, you know?
私は師匠の一番弟子なんだ。先生にだって負けたくないと思ってるよ。
I don't think so.
教えを受けたのは短い間だったけどさ。それでも私の唯一の師匠だからね。
The audacity. The audacity. So, on the mini-map, you'll notice there's people in blue. The people in blue are people in my house.
私、用がないときは部屋から出ませんから。先生もそれでお願いしますね。
It's totally fine. I have no problem with that or whatever. Just do your assignments or whatever. I am a professor.
ドロテアちゃん、ヒルダ、メルセデス、レア様もどえらい美女ときた。いやー、士官学校もいいもんですね、先生。右も左も美人揃いで。
This freaking guy.
先生、ちょっと頼みが。
Okay, so that's gonna teach us how to do the dining hall stuff. Alright, let's just, we could hit dining hall stuff. Felix, Raphael. You.
ごきげんよう、先生。と言っても、私は生徒ではありませんのよ。
That's a shame.
機会があれば、私も生徒として学んでみたいのですけれど、お兄様しか家族がいないので、修道院に住まわせてもらっているだけですの。
Oh, yes.
お願いを聞いていただけるかしら。
Okay, that's fish catching. Gotcha. This is the dining hall. This is where you eat food. So, you have an energy level. You'll notice when I hold still at the very top of the screen after this little cutscene. There you go. You see that at the top? That is an energy level. Your energy level will go up as things go on. So there's activities you can do around the monastery, and they take energy. And so some of them are a really good expenditure of time. Others not so much. But most activities, or maybe all of them, but at least most of them, have some sort of bonus. Like you're going to gain something, like a stat increase or whatever. And so once we get into the groove of like getting stuff done, there's gonna be a lot of repetition as we do a lot of the same stuff. It just depends.
先生、私読み書きできます。しかし話す難しいです。迷惑かけるです。よろしく願うします。
Don't worry, I have no problem with that. What do you mean, oh, it's you? Well, he's very friendly. Nothing in particular. Very friendly. Hi. Today's special. Okay, so there are different meals. We'll have different. Some people will love them, others not so much. It just depends. Obviously, if you share a meal with very specific people, it will boost their. Like you can see, Edelgard, Bernadetta, and Dorothea specifically love this meal. And so, but regardless of if you have meals with people, it improves your relationship. So you can invite people that aren't in your house, you know, like you could grab, like, oh, I'm going to grab Ingrid. She's not in my house. But if you were specifically, if you're trying to like boost things and like trying to get them to like you, then you can do that. Like Hilda, you could grab Hilda and then you could try to recruit her later, that kind of vibe. But of course, Edelgard, you know, your romance for me is always going to be first priority. So we'll take Edelgard. You can invite up to 2. So then we'll do Dorothea, I suppose. I'm obviously spending my energy on it, so. I can just sense it. Sick. Bonds among the 3 of you are stronger. The 2 of you the 2 you invited are more motivated. Sick. And I leveled up. I am no longer E for everybody's loser. I'm now E+. You have more activity points for exploration. You have now more funds for monthly activities. So as I leveled up, things happen. Sick. So I can make meals from ingredients as well. That's why I have all these ingredients. And then renown is increased. Sick. Alright, we can go ahead and move along here, but I just need to make sure I catch up with my waifu before the day ends. I think I need energy to do fishing, though. Pretty sure. So this is the greenhouse and the fishing pond. You can plant, you know, plants, obviously, and harvest them. I don't recall exactly what they do. You might be able to, like, craft stuff with them or something. And you can also fish. I think you need energy to fish, do you not? To begin fishing, first select your bait. Wait until you see the silhouette of the fish you want to catch. Press the A button to hook it. Don't wait too long, though, or the fish will escape with the bait. Press the A button when the circles overlap to reduce the stamina of the hooked fish. Once its stamina is depleted, you will successfully catch the fish. If it breaks, the fish will escape. Durability of the fishing line increases with the professor level. Repeated excellent timing will create combos that reduces the fish's stamina quickly. If you land excellent timing with all the opportunities, you will net a more valuable fish than usual. Okay, apparently it doesn't take energy, because I'm allowed to do it. Come here, fishy. Perfect. Yeah, I got timing. Alright, report to Flynn. Okay, so now we can go ahead and turn that in. We got the fish. Flynn. Or Flane? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sick. I got fish. Fish! Okay, we can go ahead and do the planting now. Meow. Hey, Lynn.
大樹の説は1年で一番昼寝に向いてるな。このまま課題も休んで。
Now I'm feeling sleepy too.
そうだよね。
I figured he'd be on board if I didn't, you know, be like, do your work. It'd make more sense for me to say that, but, you know.
そういえば、あ、先生も植物を見に来たんですか？すごいですよね、ここの温室は。王国では見たこともないような薬草や珍しい花がたくさん植えられているんです。
You seem well informed on the subject.
僕の養父が詳しいんです。見分け方や跳躍なんかも教えてもらいました。先生も気が向いた時に花を眺めてみるのがいいと思います。楽しいですよ。
Sick. Alright. By gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Oh, that's a good point. Some people might even decorate their rooms with flowers you give them. Ho ho. Use the plant command to decide which seeds to use. More seeds means a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to higher quality. Use the cultivate command to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crop. The more you spend, the better the harvest will be. Your crop will be ready 1 week after you plant your seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you've grown. Plant. Letting an amount. I only have the 1 seed, so go ahead and plant those. Sick. Where's the other little side quest? Nice. Nice. Clean. Alright. So now let's go ahead and rock it over. Rock it over here. We need to find the house. We need to find Edelgard, the house leader. I know where she is. She's gonna be at the top. Oh, actually, I thought you were gonna be in the house building, but turns out you were on the way there.
この一戦に帝国の威信がかかっているとは言わないわ。でも勝つための努力は惜しまないで。生徒一人一人の特徴を知ったり、課外授業や訓練を行ったりね。右も左もわからないって顔をしているわね。数日の長だけど修道院について
Look, you have no idea what's going on here. Facilities?
修道院内には士官学校の他にも皆が生活するための施設が揃っているの。
Okay, so I turned off auto advance for a second. So, on the facilities tab, that it'll tell you like I think that's activities is what that other tab is for. I think is what it's for. So it'll be like, hey, here's the dining staff, because if you go there, you can have a meal with people, and then there's another one to have tea with people. I know that's a thing, because I remember inviting Edelgard to tea 5,000 times. I know that's a thing. I know if you go to the training grounds, you can spar, I believe, to increase abilities, I think. Things like that. Oh, see, there you go.
訓練場では1対1で稽古もできる。生徒や他の教師、働く人たちの話も聞けると思うから、大修道院の中を散策してみて。
Perfect. Bulletin boards and quests.
先生は大修道院の各所にある掲示板を見たことがあるかしら。
Boy, I sure
掲示
have.
板には皆からの依頼が掲示されるし、門前にある市場の情報も載っているわ。依頼に応えることで使えるようになる施設もあったはずよ。掲示板の情報は頻繁に更新されるから、少なくとも毎節見るのを習慣にして。
Activity points.
立ち話をするくらいならともかく、施設を使うとなると結構な時間がかかるわ。無計画に施設を使っていると、あっという間に一日が終わってしまうわよ。
You can explore the monastery as much as you like, but certain activities will only be available when you have activity points. See, I told you. When you're done exploring, press the L button to end your free time, proceed to the next week. So yeah, once you use your energy, you can just stand still for a second, and then all the stuff pops up, and you can choose to end it whenever you're done. So, professor level.
この士官学校の教師は高い水準の指導力を求められるし、日々の研鑽も要求される。戦闘だけじゃない。あらゆる分野の知識を習得し、成長しなければいけないらしいわ。
Your professor level determines your maximum activity points. Raise it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. Yay! You will usually want to finish exploring when your activity points run out. Press the L button to do so. Sick. We also need to end the episode. It's Ferdinand's birthday. Is Ferdinand in my house? Generally speaking, I just give flowers to everybody. Generally speaking. I think Ferdinand is in my house. Yes, I would like to. He loved the birthday flowers. Nice. So usually I just give it to literally anybody, generally speaking. Sick. All right, we need to save it. Nice. I would love to just continue because we have a mission, which probably means battle. So, unfortunately, episode 1 is just going to be a lot of talking with a tiny bit of battle in there. So, but it is what it is. You know, this game is one of those things that it's a little bit of a slow burn, and we're not going to be beelining our way through the game. You know, I mean, we have to talk. We have to do all that stuff. That's all part of that's the part of the whole bit here. So this might be a little bit of a longer game to put as far in my quote-unquote side game slot. This might be a little bit of a long one to put in there, but to be honest, I just kind of felt like playing it. And recently, I feel like I've had a mental change on my approach to games for my channel. For a long time, I would just do stuff like if it felt like I should do it. And I feel like in more recent years, I feel like it's kind of coming back to bite me, because I feel like I've noticed I've had a harder time getting through playthroughs, like in enjoying it. I noticed that like season 2 of Dragon Age, we didn't finish Inquisition, and I got rid of it on the channel. For season 2, and then I had big stretches of Origins and Dragon Age 2 that I didn't want to play it. I was doing it because I had already started it, but I didn't really want to be doing it. And I've noticed it with other games too, that I had a hard time getting through them. And so I'm worried that I was like, man, I'm not making great content consistently, and I really don't like that. And so I hate putting up stuff that I'm not proud of. So in an effort to make things a little better, I have my new approach has been just do whatever you want, like whatever you feel like doing. Don't worry about what I think I should be doing. Like for instance, like Dragon Age Season 2, for instance. Don't worry about what I worry about I should be doing. Is only do whatever the number one thing. Nothing matters more than you having fun. Because another thing that is kind of an unwritten rule that I've more or less followed is my side, because I have two playthroughs going at once. In my head and more or less on the channel, I refer to it as my main game and my side game. The main game gets more time, gets more episodes per week, and the side game gets less. I have, generally speaking, I try to make shorter stuff as my side game because it's going to get slower episodes anyway per week, so it makes sense to have it be a shorter game. But in this case, nothing that was a good, quote-unquote short game was catching my attention, and the game I wanted to play was this one. And so this game is not a massively short game. And so I decided, again, the number one rule now is do whatever you want to do. If you're having fun, your commentary is going to be better. It's going to be better content. That matters way more than having a game that's shorter in the shorter time slot. So that's what I decided to do. And so, and the other approach that I've changed is I've decided to be more picky about what I'm choosing. There's a lot of stuff that I do it, and I have maybe a fear that it's not going to be great, but I think it'll be good enough or whatever is always the hope. But some things I choose and it goes poorly, and I'm like, man, this game sucks, or man, I'm just not feeling it, and so kind of being more picky on the games I'm choosing to play. Because channel time, the time it takes to upload, the length of time it's going to take to get through the game is very precious. And so it makes sense to be very picky on what I'm putting up because it's going to take forever to get through the playthrough. And there's nothing I could do about that unless I did this stuff full time and I was making money for it to make it worth doing full time. You're never going to get through a game fast as you want to, right? And so because of it, be very picky. So my approach on that has also changed, where I try to be very picky on what I'm choosing, be very picky on what I'm putting up, because it's going to take a long time to get through it. And so you got to make sure you're choosing wisely on what you want to do. And so that is what I've done. And so over the last last few playthroughs, I've been more choosy, more picky on what I put up, and I'm trying to choose stuff that I really just want to play, and I'm less worried about what I feel like maybe I should be doing. So hopefully it makes for better content, and so far I feel like it's working. So anyway, I'm really excited about this game. I hope you guys are as well. This game is a good time. In future episodes, we'll get a little bit past all of this really heavy exposition. We're already to the point where it's starting to open up, so in the next episode and episodes onward, we'll be in the routine of raising affection, leveling up people in battles, all that kind of thing. So we will be boosting all that stuff, and we'll get to the really fun battle section, which is the gameplay of that is really fun. And And of course, we'll get into romancing our dear sweet Edelgard, so that always feels good. So anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Oh, did I just collateral that guy? Yeet. There, you go first. He's like, I think it's clear, man. You're good. As the great Bob Ross would say, what a happy accident. Later, idiots. I could hear Darth Vader in my head. I have you now. No, walk it off, bro. You're okay. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. That was so perfect.